Best train rides in Europe. Have you ever wondered what the best train journeys in Europe are? Look at the most scenic train rides in Europe. 10. Golden Pass Train, Switzerland. Switzerland has some of the most scenic train rides in the world to be had in Switzerland. 9. Schafbergbahn, Austria. The Schafbergbahn is a red cog railway that runs from St. Wolfgang at Lake Wolfgangsee, Austria, up to the Schafberg mountain. There are only 2 stops, the first at Schafbergalp at 1363 meters, and the second one at the mountain station at 1732 meters. The railway line is only 5.85 kilometers long, but the journey is just breathtakingly beautiful, and a one-in-your-lifetime adventure when you come to visit Austria. With the nostalgic red cog railway, you will challenge a difference in altitude of 1188 meters. All in all, the journey takes about 35 minutes. In that time, you will always enjoy a marvelous panorama of Lake Wolfgang and the surrounding mountains. Once you reach the top, you will have the most amazing views down to the many glittering lakes of Salzburg and Upper Austria. The Red Schafbergbahn Cog Railway has a long history. Construction works already began in April 1892 and was opened already in 1893. Today it is one of the famous tourist attractions in Austria, and a must-visit when you go to Salzburg or Upper Austria. Taking a ride with this nostalgic gear steam locomotive, which is among the oldest in the world, is an unforgettable experience. Keep in mind that the journey with the Schafbergbahn is only possible from the beginning of May to the end of September. Best you go early in the morning, so you will avoid the crowds. Pre-booking is possible but not a must. 8. Newcastle to Edinburgh, East Coast Main Line. England. Some people love traveling by train and would always choose it as the preferred method of transport. You will find yourself sitting back and watching the world pass so relaxing. Add some tasty snacks and good company to the equation and it is heavenly. One of the prettiest journeys you will ever take is the 92 miles, around a 1.5-hour journey from Newcastle to Edinburgh. It is also an incredibly beautiful route as the train line runs closely along the Northumberland coastline, so the views are simply spectacular. The route stays coastal for a large part of this journey, but the favorite parts are the golden sands and rugged shorelines of Ulmouth and Berwick-upon-Tweed. The views from Ulmouth across the Royal Border Bridge and into Edinburgh are well worth taking the journey for alone. Some of the trains stop at these places, so time allowing, you are able to. Why not hop off and get some beach time before arriving in the city? How many train journeys can boast that feature? Make sure that you find time to see the beautiful Bamberg Castle, which is between Ulmouth and Berwick and combines the beauty of the coastal landscape, golden beach and a magnificent castle breathtaking. 7. Belmond Grand Hiburnian, Ireland. Embark on a grandiose journey through the Emerald Isle by hopping aboard the island's first luxury sleeper train. Launched in 2016, the Belmond Grand Hibernian delves into the country's mythical tales, dramatic seascapes, and picturesque towns. Your voyage begins in Dublin, and after spending a memorable night in the Irish capital, sumptuous carriages whisk you around the island. Brandishing the names of Ireland's historic counties, each passenger car is embellished with images of Dublin's elegant Georgian architecture. En-suite cabins serenade travelers with furnishings that draw inspiration from Ireland's verdant greenery. From the colorful homes of Cork to the untamed Connemara wilderness, the views outside your cabin window will take your breath away. The 6-night Grand Tour of Ireland, southbound courses through the country's scenic vistas while visiting majestic castles and opulent homes. Arrange a private tour of the Jameson Distillery just outside Cork, admire the stunning Westport House, and marvel at exquisite art inside Kilkenny Castle. For a weekend jaunt, book the Taste of Ireland itinerary to stop by Belfast and discover the cherished sights of Ireland's ancient East. 2 nights on the Belmond Grand Hibernian transports you to Kilkenny city centre and attracts history buffs with a trip to the Medieval Mile Museum. While in Belfast, passengers receive the royal treatment while touring Hillsborough Castle, the Northern Ireland residence of the British Queen. The 4-night Legends and Luffs adventure soothes the hearts of foodies and nature lovers. Taste local flavors by wandering the vibrant English market in Cork. Then set off to Killarney National Park for a peaceful boat ride on Lough Lean. 6. The Glacier Express, Switzerland. The Glacier Express in Switzerland is known as the slowest express train in the world. It connects glitzy snow resort St. Moritz with the famous Zermatt, the backdrop of the iconic Matterhorn. The journey is only 291 kilometers long, but it takes the train a whopping 8 hours to get you from start to finish. But travel on the Glacier Express is no punishment at all. Imagine it as a luxury, comfortable movie along with the most scenic views that Switzerland has to offer. Every tunnel and every bridge brings excitement. You ride along the rivers and pass cute alpine villages where you can hear the clattering of cowbells and the hills in the distance. The Glacier Express in Switzerland is a non-stop journey from St. Moritz to Zermatt or vice versa, but during the journey, you'll find highlight after highlight. To name a few to get you excited, the Landwasser Viaduct, which is on every postcard of Switzerland, or Oberalp, the highest point of the journey at 2.044 meters and numerous switchbacks towards Andermatt. Of course, St. Moritz and Zermatt are each worth your time too. But be aware, the Glacier Express is one of the most popular things to do in Switzerland, and tickets during peak season sell out quickly. As an alternative, you can follow the same route of the Glacier Express but with local trains. You'll see the same scenery but for a fraction of the price and no reservation costs. 5. The Bernina Express, Switzerland. The Bernina Express from Toronto in Italy to Turin, Switzerland is one of the most popular Swiss rail journeys. The trip takes a little over 4 hours and covers a distance of 144 kilometers. There are 55 tunnels, 196 bridges and the famous Landwasser Viaduct along the way. The railway line was built over 8 years between 1896 and 1904. The line is operated by Rhaetian Railway and was declared UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2008. The route takes you past many beautiful Swiss villages including St. Moritz. Sit back and enjoy the fabulous views and alpine scenery. If you plan to book a ticket for the Bernina Express and have a Swiss travel pass or Interrail or Eurail pass, you only need to pay a small reservation fee. With its panoramic windows, it is worth paying to take the Bernina Express and experiencing this iconic Swiss train journey. Once you arrive in Church, catching a train to Zurich as easy as you will find it is waiting for you on the platform opposite. 4. Snowdon Mountain Railway, Wales. The Snowdon Mountain Railway runs from Llanberis to the peak of Mount Snowdon, which is the highest mountain in Wales at 1085 meters. The total length of the railway is 4 miles 1188 yards. The journey to the top is made possible by 4 coal-fired steam locomotives which were built in Switzerland between 1895 and 1922. As you climb the mountain, don't miss the amazing views of the surrounding mountains. On a clear day, you can also see all the way to the North Wales coastline. The Snowdon Mountain Railway is a 2.5-hour return journey to the peak of Snowdon. 1 hour up to the summit, half an hour at the summit, and 1 hour back to Llanberis. At the top, there is a scramble to reach the peak of the mountains. It is not for the faint-hearted as you are required to climb some rock steps with no rails. 3. The Steam Train of the Cevennes, Provence, France. The Steam Train of the Cevennes is a delightful day out, for big kids and small. Off the beaten track in France and nestled within the wild and raw Cevennes, a train line snakes through the magnificent Garden Valley, between Saint-Jean-du-Gard and Anjous. The train is old-fashioned, without windows in the carriages and painted a deep red and ochre yellow. There are no mod cons or air conditioning here, just the wind as it rushes past the moving train and your own picnic, enjoyed as you admire the passing view. As you chug slowly over the high bridges, the clear and shallow waters of the inviting garden below, kayakers and swimmers in the sparkling turquoise river wave up to the train as it passes, and everyone on the train waves back. The driver usually stops on one of the viaducts, providing an opportunity to lean out and get a shot of the steaming engine in front with all its carriages following behind. Hop off at La Bambouseria and be amazed by the enormous bamboo and other exotic plants planted here, with lots of shady places to stop for a picnic and a maze for the children. This is the ideal lunch spot on a hot summer's day. The trip from Anjous to Saint-Jean-du-Gard takes around an hour and a half, short but spectacular and one of the most scenic train journeys in Europe. Start your journey in Saint-Jean-du-Gard or Anjous and buy your ticket early at the station or book online as the train can get busy in peak season. 2. West Highland Line, Scotland. The West Highland Line in Scotland is one of my favorite UK train journeys and probably one of the best scenic rail journeys in Europe. Whether you catch the Caledonian Sleeper train service from London or hop on a day service from Glasgow, this is one train journey you will not forget. Incorporating the famous Glenfinnan curving viaduct, the train line wends its way from the Scottish city of Glasgow up into the West Highlands. Have your camera at the ready as you pass landmarks such as Rannoch Moor, Ben Nevis and the Jacobite Monument at Loch Shiel. Change trains at Fort William and continue your journey to the coast at Mallaig. Change at Mallaig for ferry services to the beautiful Isle of Skye. If you really want to do this journey in style, book tickets on the private steam train the Jacobite. You really will feel like you are in a scene from Harry Potter as you cross the viaduct. 1. Venice Simplon Orient Express.